Weird. This side kind of looks like, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Actually, it's afternoon time. I realized last week, and I still have not tried this because I was wanting to film it. I got the new concealer from Fenty, the Bright Fix Eye Brightener. And so I'm going to do a full review and wear test on this guy. I was pretty stoked about this. I'm guessing it definitely seems like it's supposed to kind of go with the ease drops, which I saw that they came back in stock, and I put it off for a day and my color was gone before I could order it. This is what she looks like. It's very pretty. I really like Fenty's packaging. So let's read about this concealer really quick. So it's an under eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals with sheer to buildable coverage, delivering a no makeup effect and long wear formula. So yeah, it sounds like it's supposed to go with those ease drops, whatever those are. Their new tinted moisturizer. So light coverage, natural finish, liquid formula, free of parabens and phthalates, vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free. It has a serum-like texture that instantly brightens and blurs with a crease, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula. I'm going to be able to test that out today. So it contains jojoba oil to help condition delicate under-eye skin, while the Hydra Blend complex full of hydrating ingredients helps attract and hold moisture to the skin. So it's not supposed to feel dry at the end of the day. I'm going to put it on today, but today I'm literally putting on like 4 products. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm putting on 4 products. 5 including my sunscreen. But we are going down to the pool today. I'm not getting my face or hair wet, so I am going to be kind of hot and sweaty. So I am interested to see if it is still sweat and crease resistant like it said. And then we're also going to be grilling. We're going to come back to the apartment and we have more stuff to do. I have to edit some stuff. We're going to be doing things throughout the rest of the day. So I'll definitely get like a solid 8 hours out of it. And I'll do kind of like 2-hour check-ins around there. But I'll do some check-ins throughout today. And then what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to apply it with a little more of like a full face. It's not going to be like glam or anything. But that's not really what this is meant to be anyways. I'm going to put it on with a little bit more of like a full face. I'm actually going to set one eye with powder and not set the other eye. And then do like another full day wear test. Today I'm going to just apply it with my fingers, and tomorrow I'm going to apply it with a beauty blender and maybe a brush on one side. Oh, let's address the elephant in the room. I put a new sunscreen on my face yesterday. And I woke up this morning with these 5 whiteheads. Yeah, I have one there, one there, one there, and then like 2 over here. And the only time I break out like that is when I'm my skin doesn't like something. Like it's taking all of my strength not to pop them. Don't pop them. I keep looking at them in the mirror and I'm like, I could pop them real easy. But this is me telling you, talking to you, don't pop your pimples. Okay? Don't pop your pimples. I'm trying so hard. I'm not going to pop these guys. I'm just going to let them go away on their own because they will go away. Okay. All right, well, let's just get into it. So let's go in with this concealer. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out on my ring. Oh, that's an interesting applicator. On my ring finger. I don't know how much to use, so we're gonna go with that much for now. And then I'm going to just kind of blend and tap it in with my finger. It's very, very lightweight. I don't know. I don't think I'm the biggest fan, at least of it blended in with my finger. I might try to layer on just a teensy bit more for a little more coverage. It looks kind of weird. Yeah, it's like clinging to my skin real weird. But it's like clinging to things really weird, and it's kind of making my under eyes look weird. I don't know, there's not like a whole lot of coverage. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on my finger. And let's try working it into this side. I will say it feels super lightweight though. Like it feels nice on the skin. It feels moisturizing. I actually kind of thought that this would be a nice way to use it, considering it is supposed to be just such a lightweight, like this is kind of what I envisioned this concealer working well for. Like, can you guys see how it's like, what it's making my skin look like? Ignore that. Oh goodness. But like all in here, it's like clinging to my skin super weird. I don't like this. And it's like, even on my finger, do you see what it's doing on my finger? Because that's what it's doing to my eye right now. It's making my eye look like scaly. And it's like, if I rub my fingers together, it like balls up sort of. Man, I just do not like the way it's making my skin look. It's just like balling up, and it's leaving these like weird little white like balls of product. Like I can do the same, like that kind of grosses me out a little bit. Do you see how it's like balling up? Well, I'm not going to give up completely. I'm going to try tomorrow with a beauty blender. It did do some brightening. I don't know. So I have both. I have my two favorite concealers right now are the Ilia concealer and the Kosas. I don't have that out right here right now. The Kosas creamy concealer, and I've applied both of those just like that, putting it on and then just dabbing it with my finger. The Kosas one goes on like that, and it doesn't crease. It looks so beautiful underneath my eye. Even if I don't have any other makeup on my face, I can just put some of that concealer on. I was really hoping that this Fenty concealer was going to be similar to that, but I don't know. We'll see. Got back from the pool.
Ooh, that's sexy.
I'm definitely sweaty. Definitely warm. It was warm today. Okay, I actually haven't even looked at what my makeup looks like yet, so this will be interesting. Okay. Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah, I don't really think it looks super great. I will say, let's get in there. So like inside in here where it was looking awful, that does look better. But can you see where it has settled in everywhere? Like that's all creasing. It's only been on for 2 hours. I was outside, right, like doing stuff. My tinted moisturizer didn't like settle in lines or anything, but that concealer sure did. I don't know, so far I'm not a fan. We'll see how it looks later. 10 o'clock. And yeah, we're going on like 9 or 10 hours. I honestly, once again, have not looked at my face. I am using a ring light right now. It honestly doesn't look any worse necessarily. Doesn't look any better or anything, but it doesn't look any worse. I would say a lot more of the, I mean, there wasn't very much coverage to begin with. So there's still quite a bit of creasing all in here and in here. I don't know, it still doesn't make my eyes look great in this area. Like, I almost would just rather not wear concealer. I'm really, really hopeful that tomorrow goes better than today did, because honestly, I did not like this today. Maybe because I was using my finger, but I don't know. I just feel like the way this was marketed, I kind of expected that to work. And it's also technically not a concealer. So like maybe I just have my expectations like really, really off because I keep thinking that it's a concealer. No, Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer. It's definitely a concealer on the Sephora website. So, you know, yeah, conceals with sheer to buildable coverage. Have a great night, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. All right. Hello, guys. Good morning. Please ignore the disaster behind me. So we're going to give this concealer another try. Didn't have the best experience, but I'm going to use a beauty blender today. I am going to use a foundation combination that I normally really like. So I'm going to go put that on, and then we'll put the concealer on. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Foundation is on. My skin is so dehydrated right now. I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to apply it. Let's see. Let's go in. Concealer again. There and there. I think I'm going to have a much better time with it today with the beauty blender. So it looks better than it did yesterday. I will say that. It looks better than it did yesterday. I'm still not like obsessed with it. You can see it did nothing to cover the dark areas around my eyes. You can still see like where I have that darkness. And even my like sheer concealers will do an okay job at covering that. So I'm gonna add more. See if we can build up that coverage. It is bright, and I'm still not like obsessed with the texture it's making my skin. But you can see it just makes my, like, it just emphasizes all of my, like, fine lines that are down there. I just kind of feel like it's making my eyes look older, which is not what you want a concealer to be doing. I feel like the more I'm messing, like, I'm trying to push it in with the beauty blender, it's just, like, moving around. It's not blending into my skin at all. With my light on, it's still not great with the beauty light on. Not obsessed with it, needless to say. I'm not going to set my right eye just so we can see how they compare throughout the day. Okay, so that did help with like that weird, I think the powder just sort of like soaked up some of the product, so I don't think it's gonna hold up very well, but it did help with the like look of the product just sitting on top of my skin. I don't know if you guys can see that super well, but the product is just like sitting on top. This is what the set eye looks like now. Okay, well, I'm gonna do the rest of my face. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I put on some more makeup. I went pretty basic, to be honest. I didn't even put anything on my brows. So for sure, just this first little impression, setting it was the way to go. This side kind of looks like shit, I'm not gonna lie. If you can see, but it's just like sitting on top of my skin. The set side at least looks like it's a little more, I don't know, it still doesn't look great. Like, I'm not obsessed with this concealer at all. As of now, I'm not like the biggest fan. I get my skin is a little drier right now, but it's still by no means like dry. Like, one, as dry as it has been in the past, as dehydrated as it has been in the past. And I kind of would have expected this concealer to be better for my skin because it is drier. It's supposed to be like super hydrating. I'm gonna go see what I can find on YouTube and see what other people think about this. Because I kind of have all of my opinions at this point. I don't think the few check-ins I'm gonna do throughout the day are going to change that opinion. And really, the Beauty Blender didn't help like I thought it was going to. I kind of thought it would like bounce the product in, but it didn't really seem to have that effect. Yeah, so I guess that's all. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, hey guys. I got really busy today and I didn't film any check-ins. I was kind of checking on my under eyes throughout the day. It honestly was pretty much the same as it was yesterday. You didn't really miss anything. 909. So this is the set eye, and this is the not set eye. So you can definitely see that the eye that was set, it did retain more of the brightening and coverage. The eye that is not set, you can see how that weird texture just never really went away. And this is the set eye. So in terms of my thoughts overall, so I did go and watch quite a few reviews this morning from a large range of channels in terms of size, smaller channels, larger channels. Like Nicole Concealio really enjoyed the concealer. I would say about like 75 to 25% of the channels, 75% liked the concealer brightener thing. So I think that if the like ease drops work for you, if Fenty products tend to work for you, if you don't have really dry skin, this is probably a really great option. And once again, whenever I was first putting it on my fingers, I was really liking the texture. I was liking the way it was feeling on my under eyes. It's very light, but still creamy, like almost watery, but still creamy. And I really thought I was going to love it, especially because it was really hyping itself up as this really hydrating, creamy brightener, and I just did not get that result. It actually made my under eyes look way more dry. One particular channel that I was watching, she had an almost identical experience to me, and I actually, her under eyes looked very similar to mine. It like gripped onto pieces of my skin that I didn't even know were like dry. So it's not like my skin underneath my eyes was super dry when I was applying it, but it was making everything look so dry and flaky and scaly. I didn't find that the coverage level was where I would like it. One thing I will say is I didn't watch any reviews before I started applying this, and so I was just going based off of what I read online on the Sephora site and what was on the box. I personally was approaching this as a concealer. I knew it was going to be a lightweight concealer or like a sheer concealer, but I was approaching it as more of a concealer, and it's like a concealer plus brightener. Other people were using it as just like an eye brightener, so they were actually putting it down and then putting concealer over top of it. So I think that that could be a really great option for you if you need like extra brightness under the eye, and that's also why they have the shade range that they do and the colors that they do. So with that being said, I'm not going to fully give up on this. I'm going to use it because I don't like not using makeup, and I do just still want to keep playing with it. I specifically think I might be able to use it with my Ilia concealer. So one thing I really like about this concealer is it is wider coverage. It's not like a Tarte Shape Tape or even like my Kosas Creamy Concealer, but it still has pretty darn good coverage. But this is very similar to my skin tone, and so I think that actually maybe pairing that Fenty brightener with this might be really good for brightening, especially once again, like I said, out here where I get that darkness. I'm hoping that maybe doing that will also help the texture and how it sits on my skin. I'm not really sure. One day I'm also just intrigued. I'm going to so I have this Elemis eye mask that I will put on, and I maybe I will just like overhydrate my under eyes one night and then really overhydrate them the next morning and see if that makes any difference. And even if, I don't know, even if I have to like overhydrate, or on days when I have the time to really like overhydrate and really like take a lot of care in prepping the under eye area, that's a lot of work for a product that claimed to be really hydrating, which isn't my like favorite thing. I'm not sure. Because some people, man, it looked beautiful on their under eyes. It really did. I'm like, I'm just really jealous. I wish that that's how it looked on my under eyes, but it just didn't. It's a bummer. Based on the same reviews I was watching, it also kind of sounded like the people who didn't have the best experience with the eye brightener, they also didn't have a good experience with the ease drops. So I'm officially going to say I'm out on the ease drops. I'm not going to purchase those. I really don't think that it's going to look good on my skin. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it, so I'm not going to waste my money on it, just based on what my experience with this product is. And they really seem like they're products that go together pretty well. Because people who had a great time with this product also really loved the ease drops. There are just other tinted moisturizers on the market that I think work better for dry skin and for my skin. Do I love this product? No, I don't. I'm going to keep trying to use it, but I know that there are a lot of people that really enjoy it, and I think that if you don't have really dry skin, you might enjoy it also. I would just, if you have drier skin, I would check out some reviews from people who have similar skin to yours, or who tend to like the same products as you do, and see how they felt about it. That's kind of what I tend to do. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.